In today's video, we're gonna be finishing some WIPS. I'm Haley and this is Alizé Crochet. So in today's video, I wanted to finish up some WIPS that have been sitting a little too long on my shelf and the supplies came in, so let's finish these bad boys up. Now let me show you what we're finishing today. Project bag 1. So this is WIP number 1. Also, purple crochet hook. Just wait for the project. I love when crochet hooks match the project. Anyway, it's gonna be a swirl pillow, and I actually have 3 other pieces, so I'm making 2 swirl pillows because I wanted to use up this yarn. So that's WIP 1. WIP number 2 is also another pillow. Now, this one is a bit complicated. It's just gonna require a lot of sewing. So there was this blanket that I found on, or blanket pattern I found on Pinterest. It's the granny square one with a bunch of different size granny squares, and I thought, oh my goodness, that's so cute. However, I started working on this at the beginning of my crochet journey. So I started it. My tension is so tight, and I had picked it up again. I was like, oh, I'm gonna finish it. I decided I'll make a sweater. It'll be really cute because I had already sewn the pieces together. I was like, we'll make a sweater. And then recently I decided I'm not doing a sweater. No sweater. No thank you. So it's gonna be a pillow. Pillow. Yay. Ooh. I just dropped all of those. They're all pretty much finished except for one pillowcase. So I've made 4. Oh my goodness. I have made 3 cases using the granny squares I already had. And this is one of them. Like, everything is already sewn together. I just have to put the insert in and then sew the flap up. So I thought these would be super cute. This one is going to take a little bit longer than the other one. I still have quite a bit of sewing left on this one. This is the 4th one. Let's see. Okay. This is what I have. Now for this 3rd WIP, it was kind of commissioned, kind of not. This is a paid pattern. It will be in the link down in the description. So this is what I have. All I have to do is I have all of the pieces made, the loop part. I just have to sew them and stuff them together, and then I just have to do the feet. That's pretty much it with this project, but so tiny, so tedious. So those are the WIPs I'm going to be working on today. Let's get our inserts and open those bad boys up so they can do some breathing. I got these off of Amazon. This is a pack of 4. So we got a lot of expanding to do. Oh, guys, the instructions. Do not open with sharp object. Okay, those are the square ones. Let's open up the circle ones. Oh wow, that's really big. Gonna let those fluff up on their own for a little bit. So the first one we are going to be working on is going to be the little baby toy. I don't really know what I'm going to do with it when I'm done with it, but all the pieces are made. I just gotta go to time for pillow number 2. We do have a bit of a problem though. This is all the purple that we have. And this is all of the white yarn. And mind you, I still have to do 2 rounds on both sides. So I don't think I'm going to be able to do that. And if it is what it is, right? Work with what you got. So let's get to it. Okay, guys, good news, bad news. Good news, we used up all the white yarn. Bad news, I used up all the white yarn. I was able to do 1 more row. This is all I have left. Like, mind you, it was still attached, and I had to cut it in the middle. That's literally all I have left of the white, and that's gonna be used to even to sew it together. All right, let's get this slip stitched and weaved in. Alrighty, guys, it's time for the last project. I just threw the pillows into the dryer so they can fluff up a little bit more, but this is what we have so far. I will not be sewing this on camera because it's gonna be real tedious. You see, like things. I'm not doing all that. I need to be comfortable. I'm sorry. 13 more squares to attach, and a ton of ends to weave in. Yay! So each square has 2 ends that I have to weave in, plus 2 extra ends with sewing the pieces together. So let's grab our scrap yarn of the same yarn because there's a lot of it, and I'm gonna pull up the graph and get to sewing. So in the next clip, the squares will be sewn together. Ready? Okay, now that all the squares are sewn together, we have to fold them over onto themselves inside and sew up the sides. Flip, flip, and flip. So let's get this sewed up and we'll be back. Alright, the sides are sewn together, and so now it is time to put the pillow in the pillowcase. So let's do that. That was more complicated than it needed to be, and I'm not gonna lie, it don't look like it's gonna fit. So we're gonna have to tuck and shove in order to get this closed. So I'll be back. Alrighty, it has been sewed up, and that was a lot. So it's okay. You can have it either which way, but got them up out of the way. So now we have to repeat that process 3 more times. So I'll see y'all in the review. Alrighty, guys, we have finished the 3 WIPs. Well, 7 WIPs. We finished them finally. It's been like a week. So that's the review. Alright, the first project that we worked on was the baby toy dog. Here's the review. Ooh. Ready? It's so little. It's done. I was like, oh, I was so excited to get it done. So the pieces come off, the head gets back on. So this will be up for sale on my Depop. So the second WIP was the swirl pillows. So let's go get them. Okay, here are the pillows. Here's pillow number 1. Same on both sides. Pillow number 2. Same on both sides. I was able to get it to where it like kind of continues. I love the way that these turned out. I was able to use up 3 skeins of yarn. I had a little bit left over. Last WIP. This was the bane of my existence. Sewing all these squares together and weaving it on the ends. I'm never doing a project like this again. I say until I want to make a blanket. But here's the first pillow. Again, obviously they're reversible. I obviously would prefer the busier side, but that's just me. Second one. I love this ombre brown. Anyway. On the other side. I think this one, low-key, might be my favorite one because it's like a little bit on both sides. These pillows will be up on my Depop. It will be sold as a set of 4. That's it for this video. Please like and subscribe. Leave any ideas down below. Check out my social media, my TikTok, my Instagram, my Etsy, and my Depop. Whenever I post on YouTube, that same day that I post, everything on Depop and Etsy will go on sale we'll do 30% off. Turn that ringer on to make sure you get notified when I post so you can go get something for yourself. See y'all in the next one. Bye, guys.